Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of C# programming tutorial. Today we're going to talk about the Linq. But before we talk about Linq, we shall know about the delegate, func, action, predicate. So as you know, for calling a function, we were passing the data to it. For example, in main, we were passing args as a data and we were using it in here. How cool could it be that instead of a data, we could just pass behaviors, like here, writing static void start new. And now here, instead of saying string data, we could say pass method and then pass method. And here we could use like pass method call it. We just pass the method, now we're going to call it inside of our method. How to do it? We shall define a delegate. Now we shall come to here and write public delegate void pass method. Now we defined a delegate that we can use it in here to pass behavior. How to use it? Well, we shall come to here and write start new. Now we shall pass the behavior. To do that, we can come here and write public void, let's say the sample of pass method, and I take that there, put it here. It says it shall be a static because we're calling it inside an static method. Now we passed our method. Another way is to use lambdas. What is a lambda? Lambda is an anonymous method that can be passed around. In here we shall write parentheses equal angle bracket, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna write console.writeLine, and passing here, I'm calling from start new. Now let's run our application. As you can see, we are writing here. Now to make sure that it's happening here, I will remove this part. Coming here, putting a $sign, adding the data here. I'm gonna pass data to it. I will put the data here, and it says that the pass method doesn't support any input parameter. I can come here and write string data. I can actually remove the parentheses here for simplicity, and inside of here I will write start new. Now let's run it. See again. So now we know what is a delegate and how to use it. Let's see it in an example. Yeah, let me remove this part and comment this one. The delegate showcase. Well, I've built a local cache storage, and there's a builder for it that is building the cache storage and passing a get method. This get method will provide the cache with the data. So, for example, after every 10 seconds, whenever you use the get by ID, it will check if the data is expired. It will get the data from the get method. So the usage is also here, cache storage.getById, which takes a student and show it here. Let me run it here. Number 2, Azizollahi. Let me open this one. And here, yeah, one is Jandoi and second is Hossein Azizollahi. So let's look at this get by ID. As we can see, the student cache by delegate is implementing the iCache storage. And in here, get by ID, it will go and refresh the data. In the refresh, it will check if the right now minus last time updated, last time the data was updated, is greater than the lifetime. If it was, it will go to get the students from the get method that we introduced in our builder. If you remember, we get the students and then clear the old students and refill the cache. And then we come to here and get the student. Now, what is a func? In here, as you can see, the func is actually a delegate that has a return type. Now in here, if I remove this angle bracket and refill it, you can see that there's an output t result. And then you can have up to 16 parameters with a result value. So it's a predefined delegate. in the simple words. What is a predicate? Well, predicate is also another delegate which will return boolean. For example here, which will return a boolean. If I remove this part here again, well, if I come to here, you can see that it will return a boolean and takes an input which will decide by the input return true or false. So let's use this right now here. Find by predicate student. A student dot name is John. Now let's run this. There you go. How did we implement this? Let's come to here, open it. There you go. We'll iterate the students and then check by predicate. If predicate is detected the thing that we were looking for, we will write on the console that we found the predicate. Now, what is an action? Action is actually another predicate and is more like function, but without any returning types. It is best suited for fire and forget strategies. So now that we know about the delegate, function, action, and predicates, I think it's time to know what is a link and how to use it. Well, the link is a C# library that you can use it on collections like the students here to find or doing thing in them. Now, if I'm gonna use it here to show you how is it, I will write the students that where student, we're passing a predicate, as you know, student that ID is 1. Now find the first one in our var, pass it to me, var found student, run it, coming down, we found the student, and here's John Doe. It is a very handy library when it comes to use it. And for example, you can just write min by and then student ID. It will find by the minimum ID that it has and no longer need to use first. Also, it is used in ORMs like Entity Framework. I have some other examples also here, which you can access the source code. I will put the link in the description below. Leave a like if you like this video and subscribe to my channel. And hit the bell so you will be notified once I publish my next video. Thank you.